All right, so good morning and welcome to our weekly Kundalini class. And for those of you here, if you have a question, you're more than welcome to unmute yourselves and ask your question or whatever, even in the middle of class, because I want to be able to respond to your needs. But just know you'll show up on the camera if you do that, unless you turn your camera off, which is fine too. Or you can send me a message via the chat, although I may not see it when it comes through. All right, so everyone just take a nice, slow, deep breath. Think about breathing into the lower belly with every inhale, expanding the lower belly, and then on the exhale, it's more of a conscious exhale. There's a contraction of the lower belly, bringing it closer to the spine. Inhale, let the belly get big. Exhale, contract it. If you know what a Mula Bandh lock is, it's where you pull up like a Kegel exercise. You pull up on all the muscles of the perineum area around the sex organs. And there are times where I'll say, do the Mula Bandh lock. Most of us know it as a Kegel. But you can add that in also to the breathing. Like you could inhale, leaving it relaxed on the inhale, leaving the muscles relaxed. And then tighten them, and on the exhale, contract the belly. Exhale, contracting the Mula Bandh block. Inhale, relax. Exhale, contract. It can just be a little tiny contraction too. It doesn't have to be big. So you can start to feel like a finely tuned instrument, a pump of some kind. And with our breath, we are like a pump, and we're pumping the blood through. And I'm not going to try to sound like I know what I'm talking about with all the medicinal sides of things, but really want to activate and utilize the power of our breath. Inhaling is breathing in life force energy with every breath. And you can send that energy to any part of your body with your intention and a visualization. Okay, let's start by tuning in. And I'll chant Om Namo Gurudev Namo. You're all welcome to chant it for yourselves, and we'll do that 3 times. So inhale. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Fully exhale. Inhale through the nostrils. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. One more. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Relax your arms down. And for anyone listening later, my name's Andrea Willoughby, and you can find me under embodyyourjoy.com, embodyyourjoy.com. So we'll begin with our stomach circles. We'll go counterclockwise, inhaling as you go forward, exhaling around the back. I just want to welcome everyone here today. If you're new to the class, modify as needed. Don't do anything that's too strenuous. There can be times that are challenging with the movements. Really listen to your body and go the other direction. Again, inhaling around the front and exhaling around the back. Still bringing the breath into your belly and exhaling from the belly. And back to the center. Just rest for a moment. So in between each posture, let it be a little mini meditation. Maybe it's only going to be 20 or 30 seconds. But focus on the breath. Sit up nice and tall. You could also be sitting in a chair if needed, so you don't have to be in this cross-legged pose, or you could sit on a bolster. Notice if you're tense anywhere, try to bring a relaxation to anywhere that's tense. Sitting up nice and tall, but tuck your chin a tiny bit, just a little bit, so that you slightly lengthen the back of your neck. And now we'll do our spinal flexes. So you can have your hands on your shins or at your feet. And inhale, chest comes forward. Keep the chin slightly tucked. Exhale, round the back. Inhale, chest. You're pulling the chest through by pulling on your legs, pulling your elbows back. Bring your chest through and then exhaling round the back. But your head doesn't move that much. So you're not doing this big forward and back. It's really mostly the spine. And we're looking for flexibility and lubrication and warming up of our spine. Because without a flexible spine, we can't have perfect health yet. So we want to work on the flexibility of the spine, and that can bring us closer to our ideal health, our ideal possibility for health. With every inhale, you could have a silent chant of Sat, S-A-T, and every exhale could be a silent chant of Nam, N-A-N. So Sat, Nam, but just to yourself, breathing through your nose, eyes are closed, eyeballs looking up and in toward the third eye point. And our opening chant was mainly, it was a chant to call in our inner healer, as we all are healers for ourselves and others, and to also call on those that came before us, their guidance and their help in our healing process. What do we need now? What can we embrace now that we're resisting? Okay, on the next inhale, hold the breath in and up, hold the spine nice and tall. Stretch the spine up. Relax and rest down. Just have a moment right now of relaxation and meditation. Okay, and now we'll do a spinal twist. So hands on your shoulders, fingers in the front, elbows out to the sides. Inhale as you rotate left, exhale, rotate right. And rest back in the center. Notice if you have a heavy sigh that wants to come out or any other sensation that you feel. Just welcome everything. And now hands on your knees. If you're in easy posture, just know that we're lifting the energy now. So we're going to inhale and raise our shoulders up and exhale and just allow them to drop down and continue. It's a rhythmic movement. It's a little bit at a time that we're raising up the energy from the lower triangle. Trying to lighten the load of our lower chakras that carry so much emotion. So much old programming. Sometimes things happen that we think are not good, and we can't see how it can be good, but it turns out that somehow it was good. And we may not know it in the moment. So, like when I got COVID last January, I didn't want that. But it turned out that it really changed my life. It really changed my perspective on things. And I got to then kind of recreate my life more in the way that felt good to me. How could I have more joy? Like embody your joy, So was really able to make a change. And so I'm grateful that I had that opportunity. And even though it took some things took a while to recover. Okay, and then on the next inhale, hold your shoulders up. Hold the breath. Stretch the spine, tuck the chin, look up at the third eye, and slowly relax down. Okay, so I think we won't do too many more. Let's do one more warm up. So have your legs spread wide. And just find that posture for a moment. See if you have any tightness in here. Maybe rub it a little bit if there's some tightness. little bits of circular motion. Okay, and now we'll do the ragdoll. So inhale, arms come up. Exhale slowly. In the beginning, we'll go slowly. Lower down as you exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale down. And once you feel like, okay, I'm fine doing this, you could remain going slow, that's no problem. Or you can pick up the pace a little bit and also have it be more of a floppy movement. Normally we do breathe through the nostrils unless I tell you otherwise. Unless you're plugged up, then just do what you need to do. And don't forget to activate your feet here, like bring your toes upward and press your back of your legs onto the mat. Okay, I'm back now to the center. So I feel a little itchy. And that happens to me when I've got the right movement going. It's like releasing energy on this inner thigh. So if anybody feels itchy, just rub it. If it feels weird, just rub it like a fast, light stroke. And that'll move, that'll disperse the energy. Or you can just like brush it too. Okay, so let's bring our legs back to easy posture. And we're going to raise our arms up above the head, fingers pointing to the ceiling, so just straight up. We're going to go in a clockwise motion. It's really just the the movement is really above the head. Okay, so it's not so much, I started moving like this because I love that, but it's really above. Okay, and it's oh, see, I'm doing that wrong too. It's clockwise and it's fast. And let the breath find its own rhythm. And I want to put on a song. It's good for timing how long we want to do it. Okay, this one's might be too fast. Looking for that to be over here. Oops. Okay, and you'll probably start to get warmed up, so be prepared. Okay, and clockwise and fast. Still breathing through your nose if possible. If you need to take a break, you are permitted. Do whatever you need to do, because we're going to do this for a little while. Trying to keep the elbows straight. Not always easy. If it helps to have a little something under your tailbone, just to help keep you from falling backwards, that's fine. Like I might even do that. Fold my mat for a minute. This set is called Removing Body Blocks. So we hold things in our body that really aren't ideal. And you could think of it as a block. You could also think of it as a disconnect, a gap in your energy flow. And doing these weird, wacky things for a sustained period of time can stress the body in such a way that it stirs up the energy. And again, you could say it disperses the congestion of it or allows the connection to be made. For those of us who come regularly, this probably is not going to be so surprising, but for those who are new, you might think, wow, we're doing this for a long time. So take a break if you need to, and then just come back in. So the shoulder and neck hold a lot of tension. And old anger is stored in the shoulders. This helps to open the shoulders and the throat chakra. Somehow, moving clockwise is designed to bring out rage and anger. So if you get a hot flash, if you get mad, welcome it. It's better out than in. Let me just see where we are and I'll tell you guys. Let's see. So we have about another minute and a half. Think of something that makes you mad. Maybe it's being misunderstood or not listened to. Could be any number of reasons why we get mad. Okay, so keep your arms up. Inhale and hold your breath. Hold both arms up straight. Hold the breath. Exhale and slowly bring your arms down in front of you and maybe even stretch out more in front of you. Maybe even coming down to where you can put your forehead on the floor. And inhale, back straight up. And exhale down. You can modify this by not coming all the way down. Inhale up exhale to wherever. Otherwise, continue the bowing. Just about 30 more seconds of this. Okay, one more. Come back up, clasp your hands, turn your palms up, stretch up, take an inhale. Hold the breath, stretch up. And very gently exhaling, start to bend your elbows, slowly bring your arms down in front to back to your knees. And go ahead and straighten your legs out so we can give our legs a little break. And you can lift your knees alternating. You can rotate or windshield wiper your feet. Okay, this next one we just do for about a minute. Come on to all fours. Before we do that, let's go ahead and do a little bit of flexing of the spine. A little bit of an arch, a little bit of a flex. Okay, so this one is pretty active. It's only a minute. And it might feel like a big challenge to some people, and maybe even me. So modify as needed. There is some jumping involved, so let me show you. Inhale, so I'm going to come into down dog on the exhale. So I'm going to come up as I exhale. So here's down dog, and then I'm going to just be jumping. You could possibly keep your legs more straight, or you could do like more of a little bend in the knees. So whatever works. And again, it's just about a minute. Take a break as needed. Just do regular down dog if this is too much for you. Just a few more. Okay, slowly come down to your knees. And you can sit back on your heels or whatever posture works for you in a resting pose. So the next one is standing forward bends. We're going to stand up, our arms are going to be up, we're going to hook our thumbs together. And as you exhale, as you bring your hands toward the ground, and inhale as you bring your hands up. So let's come into a standing position. Again, thumbs are hooked, legs are a little bit wide, not out like that, just a little bit of space. Inhale, it's a little bit of an arch. And then the exhale is down. Squeeze your buttocks as you come up, as you arch back. Use the strength of your legs and your buttocks and your abdomen. Okay. Oh, we're still standing. Okay, so we're going to do star jumps. You stand with your hands on your hips. Alternately cross and uncross your legs, moving quickly. Okay, so it's like, and you can cross one leg in front one time and then switch the next. Or if that's too much, just do it the same way each time. Okay, so take a little breather. And this time we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to include our arms. They're also going to cross and uncross. So instead of having your hands on your hips, we'll do this for about a minute. Okay. Whew. Pretty warming. Okay, so we can come back down. It's a pretty active class today, just know. For a Kundalini set, this one's pretty active. At least parts of it. Okay, so just take a break. So take some nice deep breaths here into your belly. Okay, so we're going to do some shoulder rolling here. Place your hands in fists at the heart center. And it doesn't say, sometimes it's whether your thumb is on the inside or on the outside. So I don't really tell. I just want to put mine on the inside though, because I feel like they could get caught up somehow, because we're going to do it's like a shoulder roll. So you roll your right shoulder forward and then your left. There's no specific breath here, just notice your breathing through the nose if possible. Feel your ribs stretching. We don't do that a lot. When our ribs are tight, we're more susceptible to illness. Okay, and relax. Take a breath if it feels natural. I mean, like a yawn or a heavy sigh. Okay, so the next posture is really great for our abdomen, for our solar plexus, for our belly center, our navel center. It's called stretch pose. So you lay on your back. Start by bending your knees, feet on the floor. And I'm going to recommend everyone start with lift up your hips and slide your hands underneath, right under your sacrum. So the posture itself looks like this. We have our legs out about 6 inches above the floor, and head and top of the shoulders come up all at the same time. And we do breath of fire, I think. Let me make sure. No, it's long, deep breathing. Usually it's breath of fire and stretch pose. Okay, so we're going to hold it for a minute. It's going to feel like a long time, I think. So you come up, long, deep breathing. Look at your feet. Squeeze into into, like, pressing your lower back toward the floor. Legs are together, feet are allowed to fall outward. Before you let it down, take a deep breath and hold the breath and hold the posture. Slowly lower and rest. Let your arms come out, palms up. So you could do that without having your hands under your sacrum, but it's just easier on your lower back if you have your hands under the sacrum. Notice if you have any tension in your spine, your arms, your shoulders, your hips, your legs. Try to relax it. Okay, now on your exhale, bring one leg up or a foot on the floor. Sole down, both knees are now bent. And to come up to a seated posture here, if you can, do the little rock and roll thing. I'll show you. If that seems like too much, don't worry. Just come up whatever way you need. But you can either grab in front of your knees or behind and rock and roll along your spine several times coming up. So when we can do that, it's like a little massage on our spine. Okay, so we're gonna sit in full lotus posture. Easy. No. So whatever version of lotus. So lotus is where you have like one foot up onto your thigh, and then maybe your other leg can come up on the other side. And I'm doing it. I don't always do it. And we're going to alternate between sitting upright in full lotus and bowing your forehead toward the floor. So again, really? All right. Maybe you don't come to the floor. Maybe you use your hands to keep yourself in control so you don't fall forward. Or maybe you just do half lotus. So you'd have one side up. And if neither of those work for you, then do it in easy pose, cross-legged pose. Okay, so for me, it's a little easier to come down further when I just have the one leg up. And this is just for a minute, so it's not going to be super long. Inhale up, exhale down. Maybe you hold your knees. Okay, so come on back up. Straighten your legs. Give them a moment to recover from that. Maybe do your little windshield wipers. Your knees up and down. You want to give yourself about 20 to 30 seconds after a challenging posture. Just letting your body reset. Okay, so come on back to all fours. Let's see if I can find a different song here. I like this one. Okay, so we're going to come up into down dog. So that is curl your toes under. Inhale. As you exhale, lift your sacrum toward the ceiling. If you can, straighten your legs. You do want to straighten from your tailbone to your wrists, trying to have a straight line, and then a straight line from your tailbone down your heels. Okay, but now we're just going to do like a flowy, dancey down dog. So whatever feels good. I'll turn the music up a little bit. You can pedal your feet and straighten. You can come up on your toes. You can turn your head from side to side. Lengthen the area around the shoulders, so you're not crunching into your shoulders. That's a long line from your wrist to your tailbone. You might lift your feet up different ways. Okay, and slowly lower back down to your knees and find yourself a resting posture. Actually, go ahead and lie on your back. That's a good resting posture. And we're going to parallel bicycle, meaning we extend the legs just off the floor, both of them. Inhale, left knee in, exhale, right knee as the opposite leg extends. Did I say that right? Inhale, left knee in. Exhale, right knee as the opposite leg extends. Again, you can have your hands under your sacrum. Pressing your lower back down into the mat. You can have your toes just relaxed. place both soles of the feet down, and you can extend first the right leg and then the left and be in this resting posture. So stay there. Okay, so the next one is also on our back. The arms are going to be straight up so that your fingers point to the sky. And you you begin silent clapping with the breath of fire. So the breath of fire is through the nose. Keep your mouth closed if possible. And where you inhale and exhale. But you can really see the belly and feel the belly rise on the inhale and contract on the exhale. So it could be slower. If a person's not used to breath of fire, it might make them feel a little bit dizzy just because of all the breathing. If that happens, just slow the breath down to a regular, long, deep breath. Okay. This works on the lymphatic system and the heart center and is an anti-breast cancer exercise. So our legs are straight, the arms are up. Remember the breath of fire. Your arms can go faster than your breath. Silent clapping. Think about that lymph system all around the breast, especially the heart center. Okay, now take a deep breath in through the nose and slowly allow the arms to come down into a resting posture and just stay there as you rest. Okay, so this one can be challenging balance-wise. We're going to come into standing with our hands in prayer pose. And we're going to do tree pose. So tree, I'll come closer. Tree can either be with a little kickstand situation, like this. Could be with your foot here, below the knee. Could be with your foot above the knee, but not on the knee. And we're going to hold each side for about 45 seconds. So if you need to be near a wall or something, that's fine. But find your posture. Keeping your hands in prayer pose. Your planted leg is straight if possible. And you press into the planted leg with the foot for more stability. I still need a little help. It's hard looking anywhere other than straight ahead at one spot on the wall. So try to pick one spot. This helps set the hips in alignment. I'm struggling. And then lower that foot. Take a breath. Little waving of the arms. You may find one side is better or easier than the other. And so go ahead and find your tree pose on the other side now. Sometimes, I mean, if you're really struggling with the balance, you could also put both arms up just so they're able to help you seek balance. I was a little more wobbly on my left side. That's more the female energy side. The ability to receive, to just receive instead of give, give, give. Really, that puts us out of balance if we are not able to receive. Okay, and slowly lower that leg down. And we'll come back to a seated posture. See how much time we have, not much. So let's just do a little bit of massage on our legs. So if you're in easy posture here, just see if you can find some, I'm feeling sore spots in the front, along the shin bone, maybe around your knees. You could actually use elbow pressure, possibly, or back of the palm, or thumbs. And now bring your hands up to your face and maybe massage around your temples. Tapping on your forehead. And massaging around your eyebrows. Your ears. So just try to find like all the different little parts of your outer ear, both sides. You can pull gently outward on your ears. Okay, come back to the forehead. The top of the head. Just the right amount of pressure for you. When you give yourself a massage, you can do it in just the right way for yourself. Okay, a little bit of the back of the neck. I like to bring my hands to the back My thumbs rest on the sides of the neck, and you don't have to interlace your fingers back there, but you kind of overlap them, and then just allow yourself to squeeze your thumbs into the side of your neck on both sides, or just squeeze and just hold the pressure just like this, but then move your head a little bit. So you're not moving your hands right now, you're just moving your neck gently. Could be like a half moon to, from side down to the other side. Okay. And come back to hands on your knees. Allow your shoulders to drop in relaxation. Breathing. And now bring your hands in dove pose. So one hand over the other, left hand over the right for women. And just a natural breath and meditation here. Just receiving the flow of good energy. Receiving the lesson of the old energy. We don't have to carry that stuff anymore. There was something valuable in that for you, but it's no longer relevant. So you want to build the new circuitry so there's no more gaps in your system. No more body blocks. Be sure to tuck your chin just a little bit here, lengthen the back of your neck, sit up nice and tall. Notice if your energy is dispersing. Is it going somewhere else? Are you thinking of what you're going to do next? Just try to come back to the present a little bit longer. Notice your breath. Now lower your arms, and we're going to sign off with a long sat and a short nam chant. Sat, nam, but longer. Okay, so hands at the heart center, thumbs touching into the sternum. Inhale through the nose. Sat Nam. And bow your head towards your fingertips. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. There's a few people who jumped on that I haven't seen for a while. Thank you for being here. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to stop the recording right now.